What is the one thing you would like fans to remember about you?
Oh, no, I don't know. He wanted to win too hard, and he never quit talking about fishing and hunting. And both of those things are probably true.
Georgia is 8.5 yards away. Minute 17, minute 16, minute 15, second down on the 8.5. Andy going to take it, give it to Harrison. Take it, Andy Johnson. Touchdown, Andy Johnson. Touchdown, Andy Johnson. What a fake. They hit Harrison dead on the 9, and Andy bootlegged to the left and scored. My God, Georgia beat Tennessee in Knoxville. Georgia's defeated Tennessee 35-31 in Neyland Stadium. Georgia in a 44, run the end around reverse to Arnold. Arnold going to throw a long pass to Scott. Complete on the 10, the 5, touchdown! Anthony Arnold, the flanker spinning to the right. The old Appleby Washington thing, but the receiver came from the other side. Scott had to make a high, leaping grab in the vicinity of the 10 with a couple of defenders close by and barely got in the corner before going out.
47, 2:46, the Dogs desperately trying to save themselves up in Lexington. Clyburn going to go to McClendon at left tackle, 5, 10, 12 yards. McClendon up to the 42. The clock just will not stop. Clyburn throwing to Scott, complete over the left side of the 35. The clock's against him. Georgia's come flying back down to the Kentucky 16. One man split wide, 25, 24. Clyburn, McClendon driving in the middle, and they knocked him down in the 12, 11, 10, they're on about the 11, and now 8 seconds. The Dogs call time. Now, guess what's coming up? Just inside the 19. It's set down. He puts it up. It looks good. Watch it. Watch it. Yeah, 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 yeah. 3 seconds left. Rich Robinson put him ahead 17-16. The bench is unconscious. He kicked the whatchamacallit out of it. Trying to set up a return, and Ted Peebles kicks it very well. Warner on the 28, ran by one, ran by another, 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. Stop! Warner! Look at the stadium. Look at it. 20-20. Scott Warner, 72 yards. Just flew straight up. Lou sprinting to the right, looking to throw, looking in trouble. And there's a man open. Arnold! Touchdown! Touchdown! Going for 2. They're going for 2. And young Buck Ballou looking, and he throws. No interference. They knock the receiver down. 3 flags. 6-5 packed close. Dogs need a yard for possible victory. And Ballou pitched the ball. Arnold got it. Anthony Arnold, a flag. He got 2 points. Anthony Arnold, a flanker. They ran Anthony Arnold. They pitched it delayed and got the yard. 29-28. 16-2, Tennessee leading. Crowd roaring against Georgia, trying to make them drop it so they can't hear. We hand it off to Herschel. There's a hole. 5, 10, 12. He's running over people. Oh, you Herschel Walker. My God almighty, he ran right through 2 men. Herschel ran right over 2 men. They had him dead away inside the 9. Herschel Walker went 16 yards. He drove right over Orange Church, just driving and running with those big 5s. My God, a freshman. He's trying to hang on to a 6-point lead. Slot with an eye. Tennessee crashing off one side. We pitch it to Herschel. Going to get him out. 10, 8, 7, 5. Herschel Walker. Tennessee guessed the other side. We went to the short side and pitched it to that kid out of Johnson County. He got a block in front of him out around the 6 or 7 and got inside of it and went in the corner standing. Give the guy some rest. It's 15-15. My God, what's going to happen in the next 11 minutes and 16 seconds? We're in a 6-5. They put a man in motion. They pitch it to the tail. He fumbles. It rolls around. Everybody dives. I think Georgia's got the ball on the 2-yard line. We cracked it out of his hands. Georgia's caught the ball. About the 2, it squirted up in the air, and somebody dove on it in the secondary. They pitched to the tail with a man in motion and ran a sweep with a couple of blockers. He cut inside. He penetrated 4 yards.
Eddie Weaver and Joe Crimmins hit him. Georgia's got the ball on a 1.5. Oh, God, look at the clock. 4:02, and it's on a 1.5. Georgia up to the line. Power eye. Tennessee up in there. 7 men on the line. And Buck curls over the ball, and somebody tried to blitz between Morrison and all. And look at the clock. Oh, look at the clock. They have come back, and they beat Tennessee 16-15. Handoff. Herschel Walker, 5, 10, 12. He ran over him. There he goes. Herschel's gone. And they run a trap with Herschel Walker. Got a hole. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. There goes Herschel. Suddenly, 76 yards. Herschel Walker scores. Hole at the right tackle. Man, did he turn it on when he had to. Suddenly. Florida comes up into a 6-2 now. Buck Bellew looking at it, going to pitch it to Herschel Walker, try to get him outside. He's going to get 5. He's got 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. He needs a block. There goes Herschel. Lindsey Scott threw one of the blocks. Womack threw one enough on a stand-up 5. They may or may not blitz. They won't. Buck back, 3rd down on the 8. In trouble. Got a block behind him. Going to throw on a run, complete to the 25, to the 30. Lindsey Scott, 35, 40. Lindsey Scott, 45, 50, 45, 40. Run, Lindsey, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Lindsey Scott. Well, I can't believe it. 92 yards, and Lindsey really got in a foot race. I broke my chair. I came right through a chair. A metal steel chair with about a 5-inch cushion. I broke it. The booth came apart. The stadium fell down. Now they do have to renovate this thing. They'll have to rebuild it now. This is incredible. I didn't mean to beg Lindsey to run, but I had to. 26-21 with a passing attack that wasn't working all day. And Lindsey caught it. I think the 25 or 30 or so. No timeouts left in the game. You know, this game has always been called the world's greatest cocktail party. Do you know what is going to happen here tonight? And up at St. Simon's and Jekyll Island and all those places where all those dog people have got these condominiums for 4 days? Man, is there going to be some property destroyed tonight. 26-21. Dogs on top. We were gone. I gave up. You did too. We were out of it and gone. Miracle. 18-14. Needing a play of some kind, a break of some kind. Hunker down, you guys. Dogs are in a 6. Actually, only 4 standing. They're in a 6-4, and they pitch it to Bo Jackson. One man knocked him off balance, and Flack came up and got him. Ball back on the 21, and it's 2nd down now, and 17 with 2:05 to go. Auburn trying to break our hearts here. 19-14 in the Dogs lead. Again, you guys, hunker down. Auburn up to the line. Big Edward to the right, the little train to the right. One man split left, a man a slot to the right. Randy Campbell with a man blitzing. Carver got him from behind. Back on the 30. Carver blitzed from the right end corner. Carver blew in unprotected. They had 3 wideouts on the right. Oh, man, 2 big plays. 84 seconds. 3rd down, 21. Auburn back on the 30. Watch this now. I hate to keep saying it, but hunker down. You didn't hear me, you guys. Hunker down. Dogs in a 5-3, kind of a 5-4. 1 wide out to the left, a man in motion. Little train going to the right. And Randy Campbell, they blitz him. He dumps it over the middle, and it's complete on the 25 to Ed West. West stumbles and falls on the 20. Ed West reached and made a good one-arm grab off balance on the 25 and fell down on the 20 as the Dogs are coming across on the 21. Pass play was 9 yards. It's 4th down. Timeout, Auburn. Timeout, 49 seconds. 4th and 17. I know I'm asking a lot, you guys, but hunker it down one more time. Auburn up to the line on the 21. Man split left. 2 men wide right and a man in the slot to the right. Dogs are in a 4. And Campbell, as they blitz on him, he threw a high, wobbly pass. They fight in the end zone, and the Dogs broke it up. They broke it up. Ronnie Harris and Jeff Sanchez got up in the air. We had pressure up the middle. They pressured the quarterback, one man in the middle and one from the flank. They pressured him, and they made him throw it. The Dogs with 42 seconds. I won't ask you to do that again, you guys. Ball on the 21. They pressured him. Did you see him kind of arch that ball? Somebody blew right up the middle at him, and I think that was Hogue trying to come from the right. The ball almost on the 21. 32 seconds, Lassinger up to the line. Auburn massing 6 with 3, and Lassinger falls back on the 16 and takes a 2-yard loss as they curl over the ball. Georgia students and fans standing and roaring. 23, 22, 21. Clock running. Oh, look at the sugar falling out of the sky. Look at the sugar falling out of the sky. Here comes a Georgia fan running out across the field in his red pants and breaks over toward the Dog bench. And now everybody roaring 3, 2, 1, and they're carrying Vince Dooley off the field. Dogs have won it. Somebody threw something on us. Dogs have won it. 19-14. The defense hunkered, didn't they? They did hunker. McIntyre down here on one knee looking up at the booth all by himself. Everybody else mobbed in the middle. We saved ourselves. There won't be many of us in Opelika tonight, but I'll tell you one thing. We're going to do something to Opelika. Dogs a winner 19-14. Bill Schaefer will try and wrap this thing up in 60 seconds. Local message right here. Georgia Bulldog Network.
Clock stop with 17 seconds. So we'll try to kick one 100,000 miles. We're holding it on our own 49 and a half. Going to try to kick it 60 yards plus a foot and a half. And Butler kicked a long one. Oh my God! Oh my God! The stadium is worse than bonkers. 11 seconds. I can't believe what he did. This is ungodly.
Going to the fullback and driving. Henderson 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Henderson down the middle, the 20, the 15, the 10. Buckle behind, but he got in the end zone. Touchdown. Him this year. Here's Bell again, dropping back to throw. Bell, as they chase him, fires. Intercepted by a Dog, I think, on his knees on his own 41 or 2. Georgia had Muddy Waters on the quarterback back in the 35, who's slow to get up. Intended for John L. Williams, a fullback, and John Brantley, the linebacker, caught a diving ball on his knees, and the Dogs have got the ball. Motion back to the short side. They go to the fullback. Henderson 5, Henderson 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Henderson, touchdown! Boy, does Georgia want to grind out a first down. They're under 10 and a half. Clock is 4:19 and running. Eye on a slot. Archie now in motion to the left against the 5-man front. And they're going to pitch it to Worley. He comes down 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Worley's running 35, 30, 25, 20. Worley touchdown. Worley touchdown. Cavan and Flood just hugged. Now Dooley's doing it. Hugged Worley to death. 23-3, 90 yards. Crumley sticks it good. 24-3.
Wayne Johnson looks, gives it to the tail. Hampton through the middle. 5, 10, 15. There goes Hampton. Touchdown! Touchdown! He really pulled his leg free. Rodney Hampton burst and was gone, going at left guard and left tackle. John Casey will try the extra point. Sticks it up in the air. The kick is good. Georgia leads 7-0. Up a little high. Hester got a good kick. Long high kick on the 31. He takes it. First man down. Missed him. Second man hit him, and it's a fumble. It's rolling on the 21 or 2. Georgia's got the ball. Georgia's got the ball. Mike Guthrie hit him from Lithonia, Georgia, and it rolled 8 or 9 yards
quickly behind them, and the Dogs have got it on the 22-yard line. Tennessee's dropped the ball. Dogs trailing 10-7. They racked him, and it just popped behind him. Second down, goal to go on the Tennessee 3.5. Dogs trailing. Wayne Johnson going to take it, pitch it to Worley again, drives, touchdown! Worley hit an outside linebacker with his shoulder right on the chest and took him a couple, 2-3 steps back in there and went a yard in there before he went down. Worley had to really drive those legs to get it in there. 13-10, Georgia leading. Now Worley is in. Georgia back on the Tennessee 15, trailing 17-14. Wayne Johnson going to give it to Worley, cuts back in the middle, 5-10, touchdown! Worley, touchdown! 2 men left, 4 wideouts and 1 running back. 29 seconds. They're on the Georgia 4. Francis back, and they sacked him. And then there's a fumble. Georgia's got the ball on the 12. Somebody got in from the left corner from the other side. Somebody got in from the left. Not the Frenchman this time. Big Paul Giles of Monroe, Georgia, hit him as he cocked his arm to throw. The ball rolled on the ground behind him, and the Dogs get a break back. Georgia fumbled themselves in a hole, and then old Lady Luck smiled down back. Tennessee has fumbled it away on the 12.5, and the Dogs get the ball back. Big Giles came from one corner, hit him, and he dropped the ball. It barely fell behind his back. Georgia's got the ball on their own 12.5. Ball is on the 23. 4th down. 109 seconds now, less than that. Field goal. Going to be held on the 30. Casey to try. Bohannon. The kick. Yeah! Casey hit it with his left shoe. Now look at the clock. It's 17-16, and Alabama's got 3 timeouts. Dogs lead for the first time. We've been behind for 17 hours. Now we got a 1-point lead, but Alabama's got 3 timeouts. Everything now is extremely large. Georgia suddenly has climbed on top. The team on the bench asked the crowd to get in it again. Here's Alabama trying to save themselves. 59 seconds to go. They're on their own 49 shotgun. Hollingsworth going to take it. Hollingsworth throws out of bounds, incomplete. The man was diving at it on our 39, incomplete. Alabama up to the line. Is this the last time of the day for them? 43 seconds. Alabama on their own 44. Where does he throw it? 3 left and 1 right. He's back to throw. He's throwing long to the left. Carswell intercepted on the 33. Carswell fell down on the 40. Carswell intercepted. Carswell saved our Franny, and the Dogs will have the ball on the 40. The team is mobbing Carswell. And an eye with 2 wideouts. Sire goes to Hurst, and he broke him outside of the 40 to the 44 to the 47, coming out to the 50 to the 45 to the 40, the 35 to the 30. Hurst, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown! Hurst got out. He broke a couple of leg tackles. Georgia bench wants to call time before they line up for the extra point. Hurst outraced some people down the sideline. When he got out there, you could... Now Auburn Stadium roars as their offense runs out on the field. Stan White waving at the crowd to make a lot of noise. Then he says something to an official. And he bumps one of his tight ends. Here they are in that old-fashioned T again. 3 backs. They only need 8-9 inches. And White tries to keep it and sneak late. He didn't do it there. He tried to keep it. They ran the fullback. White tried to step in. Watch the clock. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. We're out lined up. 3. They have no timeouts. 2, 1. I think it's over. They can't get a playoff. We saved ourselves. I don't know how. They couldn't get a playoff. White tried to fake it. They ran to the full, and then he tried to sneak in. Auburn wound up. Auburn messed up with the clock. Auburn couldn't get a playoff. The Dogs stopped White trying to sneak in. We saved ourselves. No, we didn't. Old Lady Luck saved us. Old Lady Luck has defeated them. The defense won the ball game. Make no mistake about that. 14-10. The defense has saved our whatchamacallit.
50 yards through the air, almost 60.
Here we come up to the line. The stadium rocks and rolls. There's no way we can do it with 1 second. Snap. We pick up the blitz, and Bobo throws that thing in the end zone, and yes! Touchdown! Touchdown in the goal line! They tried to wrestle him out. All 3 or 4 officials are down there. They rule touchdown.
Interference on the defense. It is a touchdown. It's 28-27. Now what are you going to do? The clock is out. The game is over. Now you're going to kick it and go overtime with them? Is that what we're going to try to do? Now we set it down, and the kick is up. The kick is good, and we're all tied up. We're on the 9-yard line. We're trailing in overtime, 35-28. 3 wideouts, 1 back is Edwards. Goal to go on the 9. And we give it to Edwards. He needs a block. He's going wide around the corner, and he dives. Touchdown! Edwards got in the corner, leaping in the corner. Now it's 35-34. So, at the moment, one side's got 7 and one side's got 6 in overtime. Receivers out to the right. Hines Ward and Wans Daniel, they're the only 2. Bobo gives it to Edwards, who's got a blocker, and Edwards dives for a touchdown in the left corner. We pulled a big lineman out there in front of him who helped him get to the corner. I don't know if that was Fleming or Stinchcomb or who it was. Somebody in the far corner took him out and helped Edwards get to that far left corner. Well, here you are. Got to have 7 points. We're in the 3rd overtime. 49-42. Callaway shifts off to the left. We give it to Edwards, who cuts back in, and Edwards dives in there and scores. And it's 49-48. Fine slashing run, and there was a hole. Callaway went into part of that hole. And here we are again to try and force it into another one. 2nd down. Need almost 2 yards. Back and forth. Hines Ward in motion. Toss sweep to Kurtzy. Needs a block. Kurtzy scores in the corner here in 4th overtime. Put in some fresh legs. Callaway let him in there.
Well, it's 55-49. Kind of like the end of a first quarter of an NBA game. Goes in motion, and Damian Craig takes a snap, and he's coming wide outside, and we come up and we hit him shy on the 16-yard line, and we've stopped him, and we have won this thing in overtime. Somebody stopped him between the 16 and 17. Whoever it was got up fast. The players have picked Jim Donnan up in the air and are carrying him off the field. I want to replay now. I want to know who made the tackle. The Dogs have won in overtime 56-49. The players now have run down to the other end where Georgia fans have come down to the fence and the hedges to greet them. Players are trying to leap over hedges to get a little hugging. Georgia has upset Auburn 56-49, 4 overtimes. Georgia fans are still pounding on the backs of some of the players who are down there in the corner. Some of them also went over by the band, and now both squads kneel down in the middle. And as television cameras have gone for Donnan out in the middle of the field, I can't believe we won it, and we won it in this fashion.
Martin hollering at his receivers. Stops, looks, throws a little slant over, and we intercepted on about the 2 or the 3. Champ Bailey took a ball away from a receiver on our 3-yard line. They were trying to run a slant coming back in, and Bailey reached around and got it, fell and bounced off his hip immediately, intended for Jermaine Copeland. Now they've swapped turnovers, and Bailey has saved us down there, at least momentarily.
Defense does it again, comes up with another huge play, and there's the Heisman candidate, Champ Bailey, doing the dirty work, getting the interception.
Playing what amounts to a 4-4 fake, and there's a touchdown! Touchdown! My God, a touchdown! We threw it to Haynes. We just stuffed it with 5 seconds left. My God Almighty! Did you see what he did? David Green just straightened up, and we snuck the fullback over. Haynes is keeping the ball. Haynes has come running all the way across to the bench. We just dumped it over. It's 26-24. We just stepped on their face with a hobnailed boot and broke their nose. We just crushed their face. We dumped it over. David Green brought us flying down the field.
In a shotgun, they got 4 receivers. They're on their own 6-yard line. Jenkins takes it. He's running to his own end zone. Stops. And we hit him there. Oh, wait a minute. Pollock took the ball out of his hands. Pollock scored a touchdown. He took it out of his hands as he was going to throw. David Pollock just took the ball out of Corey Jenkins' hands in the end zone, just a few yards in the end zone, and got a touchdown out of it. Let me see a play-by.
Wow, I've never seen that before.
I've never.
He just reached up and grabbed it right out of his hands while he was passing it.
He curled back in the end zone to throw at the dog bench. Is just literally ecstatic as they pound him. Now we'll watch it. I got to see this. He's back in the end zone, 2-3 yards. Cocks his arm. He took it right out of his hand.
Wow.
Game's coming down virtually to one single play. Shotgun. He takes it. He laterals. They fumble it. And everybody dives to the ball, and I think we've got the ball. South Carolina fumbled. They run a little toss sweep out. Thomas Davis recovered. Carolina has fumbled 2.5 yards away from winning.
Green comes back. They're coming up behind him. He doesn't see him. He throws a long pass to Fred Gibson, who caught the ball. He fell down, but he caught it on his back. Fred Gibson, a sensational catch down on the goal line with Madison the corner with him. Caught a one-handed ball lying on his whatchamacallit, and Fred Gibson scored sliding in the end zone, and it's 13-3. My gosh, what an individual play and effort by Fred Gibson, who turned around, came back a step to the ball, and fell backwards and caught it. David Green, meanwhile, was being destroyed from behind. Very, very early in the fourth quarter. We're barely in it, but we're leading by 5 points. We've led all day. Bama's linebackers a little close. One of them in particular snapped to Green. They're coming on him. Green going to throw a long fly pattern to Terrence Edwards. Touchdown! Perfectly led play. Green got clobbered after the play, but he threw a perfect strike. Terrence got one step on the defensive back and just came across their goal line as he caught it. Terrence Edwards, a great catch, and David Green really laid that ball in there. We're going to try to win it right here. We kick it up and it's looking all right. Yeah, I think yes. Billy Bennett stuck it up in there with 38 seconds. Now we got to play defense for 38 seconds. And we took the lead back 27-25. We took a lot of time, and David Green beautifully was watching the clock and doing what he was told and manipulated us a little closer and then a little closer, and we got the field goal. Fourth down, 1.5. We're coming up the middle. We blocked it. It's over here by the goal line. It's rolling in the end zone, and we got a man diving on it, but he slid out of bounds. Might be a safety. Reggie Brown dove on the ball.
Down. We jump, we block it, and it's rolling around, and we pick it up on our 27-yard line. Got a man trying to come down the sideline. He was out of bounds, but it was Corey Bryant. We blocked it. Boss Bailey blocked it. Boss Bailey blocked the field goal by jumping high in the air at left tackle. Now we blocked the punt, and we blocked the field goal. We've saved our little 2-0 lead, and we had 3 guys there trying to pick up that ball. Wilson and Smith slotted wide up above. Matt Jones going to fake and come back to pass. We're coming after him, and we're going to get him and sack him on about the 19 or 20. Boss Bailey, I believe, was the first guy that hit him. Gilbert was already in there forcing him to twist and turn. Dogs trying to rush off the corner, and they block the kick, and it's rolling across the field, down around the 8 or the 9. A dog picks it up, tries to fight over the 5. We're pushing and pushing down to about the 2. Corey Bryant was the one that blocked the ball.
He came off the left corner. We snuck him around, running behind the line, and he came off the left corner, though a big lineman got close with him. I'm not sure who picked it up in that mob of red shirts. There was about 5 guys, but they pushed their way down to about the Arkansas 2-yard line. Now he's going to put the ball down just inside of the 2. We're in a power I, and Arkansas is in there with a 7 or 8 man line. And Big Musa, touchdown at right tackle. And we open a crease over there at right tackle, and Musa just shot across. And the Dogs lead 6-0.
Stafford looks out. Picked back up into that 5-man line thing they've used most of the night. Stafford hands it to the tailback, and Danny Ware cuts it outside. 10, 15 yards, and he took it down to the 25. Danny Ware got to the corner because he was kind of trying to pick the hole at the right tackle, and it wasn't there, and then he got outside all of a sudden. Philip Weir, the linebacker, got him. We've come down to their 25-yard line. We have no offense. We can't be doing this. 12-7, Georgia Tech leading, and the Dogs are on Tech's 25. 3 wideouts. Stafford up there in the shotgun. Tech's got 6, almost 7 on the line. Massacre in motion. Stafford going to fire to Massacre. Complete to the 4-yard line. 2 men hit him, but Massacre fell on the 4. That'll be a first down. Jamal Lewis, a strong safety. Philip Weir, the middle linebacker, him. My God, we're on the 4-yard line. Mikey Henderson has come in, which means if we can get the ball to him, speed. Tech at the moment in a 4-man line. We got 4 receivers out wide. Stafford retreats, looks, pumps, throw. Touchdown! 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 My God, a touchdown! 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 Massacre! Down. You see him? He did this but didn't throw, and he just stood there.
That was a pretty good drive, wasn't it? 12 plays. Oh, Dogs with their... They're going to go for 2 here?
I guess.
Dogs went 64 yards.
Oh, God.
Most of it on the ground. Danny Ware, he was all beaten up. He did a lot of the leg work, and Stafford just laid it in beautifully right in the middle of the end zone. Massacre caught it.
Did he ever? Was he open, though? We put 4 receivers out. Stafford is in a shotgun. We want a 2-point play. Massacre goes in motion. And Stafford now running to the right. Fires. And it's complete. We caught it 1 yard in. Massacre. Now you got 105 seconds to hang on. Don't celebrate now, for God's sake. 15-12 we lead. 15-12. We got to hang on 105 seconds. And we're too tired to hang on.
Some great memories. And when I think back to anything I've ever said or any call I've ever made, it really came because I wanted to win so badly. And I've loved my time here in Georgia. It's been the best of my life. And when the time comes that I can't